That's good coffee. Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. Welcome to Coffee Time with John and Mama. If you're not following our page, go on over to Coffee Time with John and Mama. Check it out. We cook a little, we talk a little, we plant some flowers, we ride around sometimes. It's just anything to have a little fun and get together. So you regulars who know what we do, that's what we do. So this goes on to a reel, so that helps people know who we are and how to find us, because people are always saying, I saw a reel, but we didn't know where you was. So I'm trying to start up videos, letting people know how to find us. But tonight, we're just having baked sweet potatoes. That's it. Do you ever just do one thing? Sometimes, Mama, I'll just have a baked potato. Now, a steak and a salad might be good with it, but sometimes just a baked potato is all we want. So tonight, now we've done this. We've not done it as often since we've been coming with you all, but we do it a lot. Just a baked sweet potato, a little bit of butter, a little bit of brown sugar, and a good old baked sweet potato. We've got them in the stack cooker right now. They've been in there about 12 minutes. So we're going to see where they are. Sweet potatoes are hard sometimes to know exactly. So we're going to take this one out, see if it's fork tender. If it is, we'll know we're ready to eat. If it ain't, back in there it goes. So I am cold today. I don't know if I've got something, getting something. I haven't felt that great for this week. Again, I had the weekend before and I said I didn't feel so great. This weekend I felt great. And now, yesterday evening I started coughing and doing all that again. I don't know, tell Mama I may have pneumonia when I'm coughing. I think I'm just been out working in those flowers and
Nope.
yeah, they're tender. Oh, to the bottom, Mama.
Okay.
About working in the flowers every evening, and there's something in the air that just said we ain't friends. Mama told me yesterday, she said, I think you're allergic to them cicadas. Surely not, Mama.
There's something getting in bad shape.
They're so loud. I guess I could be allergic to the noise. I don't know.
Oh, well, I can't take the noise. It gives me a earache, a headache.
You know, I read that it can, if you've got cicadas in your area, watch your children, it can damage their ears like loud music. And us too. I mean, it can damage anybody's, but you definitely want to...
Don't touch it with your fingers.
You definitely want to watch out for your children, because their little ears are even more sensitive. Now look at that beautiful potato. Can y'all see that? Come over here and take a look at this. Or as they used to say, take a gander over here. Now look at that bright, beautiful orange potato. I like to cut them like this and then hash them like this. Don't ask me who taught me how to do potatoes, because I guess my mama. Mama put some butter and some brown sugar. I'm going to get mine cut open here. This is just store-bought potatoes. It ain't time for us to have any, and we didn't plant any potatoes. Mama, tell us about planting potatoes. I was a fully grown man before I realized you didn't plant sweet potatoes the same as you did Irish potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, you put out the potatoes, and you get sweet potato slips.
Slips. I heard her mention that one day about slips, and I thought, this is different language.
And then you plant those and do it. And Irish potatoes, you just cut the potatoes and make sure they've got an eye in them.
Yeah.
And
now I was starved to death waiting on sweet potatoes. I wouldn't have known what to do.
well, you just plain a sweet potato, and it will.
So you plant the potato like you do the Irish potato.
You plant the whole potato usually. What I do.
And then once they come up,
Then you, when they get up big enough, you can pull them off and pull them out, and you transplant them and plant them in the rock. You make your ridge
Mm-hmm.
and then you put them in a ridge
Okay.
and space them out and find them, and then that's the way you do the sweet potatoes. I got more
And then you
butter in
plant-
case you didn't get them.
Then you plant the slip,
Yeah.
and then it will have.
Then it'll grow and vine out, and you'll have the sweet.
Looks like the slip that's already there would just make a potato if you left it.
Well, it comes off of that big potato and stuff. Let me get the butter off my fingers. I threw that paper away.
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this meal. We thank you for these precious hands that prepared it and the ability to sit here and partake it together. Lord, as our friends are watching, we know they have needs and they have prayer requests. We just ask you to answer those prayer requests. Lord, tonight we have some special prayer requests. Remember our friend Angela who lost her home in a fire. And remember Mama Sue and Harold's little dog Scout. And we just sent a video where he's having some more problems. And they're our friends, Lord, and we love them. We know that Scout means so much to them. And dear Lord, we just pray that you'll watch over each and every one of us. Watch over, put a hedge of protection on us and the children, dear Lord. Just be with us in every way possible. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
All right.
I want one of these.
Eat up, Mama. This is good eats.
Oh, I know it.
You know, have you ever noticed when you're eating a big meal and you have baked sweet potatoes and ham and whatever else you may have, you love one thing, but you don't really, you got so much going on, you can't just sit and concentrate on the one thing, you got to eat everything else. I love to just eat a sweet potato and just concentrate on that good old sweet potato. Or a baked potato. I love, one of my favorite meals, which, you all know I have a bunch of favorites, but one of my favorite meals is just a good loaded potato. Baked potato.
We used to go to a fall fest, and one of their specialties was a baked sweet potato like this. Little butter and brown sugar on it, and I would get one and just eat it. That would
this
be
is
my
so
meal.
good.
Oh yeah. And I'm picky about my sweet potatoes, as you say. I'm picky. I like the red ones. I never did care for the
White ones,
White ones.
purple ones.
And I guess it's all in my mind. But growing up, Daddy'd have both. And
Well, here's another thing that they've come up with. Why don't people know the color of vegetables? They call these red sweet potatoes, and they're definitely orange. Red onions are definitely purple. Whoever was in charge of coloring naming the
I believe the ones I used to play all the time was called Oklahoma Reds. I believe.
but they're orange on the inside.
They're reddish on the outside, though. Or purplish.
Red buds
Or purple.
are never red. I never see a red bud. They always look purple to me. How is that?
No.
Now, red bud is not a vegetable.
No, it's not.
Somebody's gonna write and say, John, red buds aren't vegetables. Don't be eating them. But you know, you can make red bud jelly.
Oh, you can make all kinds of jelly.
Mm-hmm.
Kudzu jelly, dandelion jelly. There's tons of jellies.
My theory on jelly is anything that's edible, you put enough sugar in it
You can make jelly.
and put some
out of
gelatin, you can make jelly out of it. Now, what's our verdict on sweet potato hulls?
I don't eat them. I don't eat Irish potato hulls.
I eat the Irish potato hulls, but I never did eat sweet potato hulls.
I never have eaten any of them.
The sweet potatoes are a little tougher,
Mm-hmm.
but the inside sure is good.
Oh, I reckon.
This tastes better than any canned that I've had, but I love a good canned sweet potato. I guess the sugar and the butter takes a little of the super out of it, but sweet potatoes are a superfood. super healthy, super good.
I like sweet potato fries.
Oh my.
I love fried sweet potatoes. I ain't mentioned.
I love a good old plate of
I
sweet
ain't no
potato
way you can
fries.
fix a sweet potato that I don't like.
No. It's kind of like pumpkin. You can do so much with it.
When we was growing up in the fall, Daddy raised a lot of pumpkins, and we just eat pumpkin like, you know, just cooked pumpkin.
Yeah.
We cooked pumpkin. We didn't have it in pies or. That was one of
Well,
our.
a pumpkin is just a. Is it a squash or a gourd? Who knows the answer to that? Is a pumpkin a squash or a gourd?
I don't know. There's a hard.
It would have to be in the family of one or both of them. I'd say it's a squash. Butternut squash.
You don't eat gourds.
No, I guess not. So it's probably a squash.
That's a hard spot in that. I don't know what it is.
It's potato.
Yeah, but it's.
It's sweet potato. I got a hard spot. No, I know that you brought it up.
You're just jealous. You just.
But there's
want-
a tender spot. That looks like the end of the sweet tater. So, folks, it may seem boring and simple, but a good old baked sweet potato. It's good for supper.
We put sweet potatoes and Irish potatoes, or plain old potatoes as you call them,
We're
in the grates, in the ashes, in our fireplaces.
yeah.
And we'd put them in there and bake them. They'd get done. We'd take them out and just eat them.
We're definitely trying to redeem ourselves after last night.
Oh, that was a simple supper.
We was on top of every carb and biscuits and gravy. The proteins was good, but the biscuits and gravy.
It was good though. It was delicious.
But this is the way you should do. If you have a day that you've had some high carbs and biscuits and gravy, and it's okay. Have it. Then for the next couple of days, cut back. And I've not had many carbs today. Now I know that before y'all start writing, I know brown sugar's got carbs, but we didn't put that much on here. Well, I've got all hard potato right there. I wonder what made that one spot hard.
It might be where sprouts
Oh,
starting to develop.
one of them slips.
Yeah, slip. A slip's could have formed from that.
But look how beautiful. Folks, if you're in the way of these winds and storms tonight, be extra careful. We're under tornado watch right now to 10 o'clock. After last weekend's in London,
Are they getting the same?
you know, I haven't checked. I just know our
When I
alarm.
had to go on my irons this thing, there's a lady at one of the stores said that what she had heard last on the storms and stuff, they were going in the same path as them that done the damage in
Oh,
Somerset,
really?
London. But I hadn't seen it or read it, so I just wondered if it's,
Be with them, Lord, because
they don't need no more.
that's
So,
horrible. F3 or 4, I don't remember.
F3.
F3. I think they changed it.
Oh, to 4.
Some places may go to 4. I don't know, but
It was-
anyway, that's not our normal around here, and or there either. It's just not. We just don't have that. It's not usually.
Oh, and she also said, I'm wanting to say a toddler or a very small child. They found it, and it was alive. It was in some of the rubble,
Oh, really?
and it was yet alive.
Well, that's good.
I
Bless
said the
its
Lord was with that baby.
Oh, yeah. Bless its heart. It's so much to be thankful for.
All these Just be safe wherever you are.
You can't outdo Mother Nature, so don't try.
No.
Can't outrun it. Mom, that was delicious. Let's see what y'all are saying. We are getting those storms here in Bucks County tomorrow. Oh,
Please.
Natalie, you all be careful too. We're getting them today. We've already had them. And we're having them through 10 o'clock tonight. And I think overnight we're expecting severe weather. Praying for everyone in the path of the weather. Yes, Rosalind. We'll be on high alert throughout the night. If they say go to your safe space, we go. The weather thing will automatically alarm to wake me up. So if you have that on your phone, it's a good option. Nobody wants to be woke up by it, but you don't want to be woke up by a storm and be unaware too.
Technology is very good in ways like
Into
that.
Indiana from Illinois is no Connie. Are you in Illinois?
Oh, bless
I mean, Indiana. 95 here in Texas. We have the heat. Oh, Julie. I made sweet potatoes today in my Instapot. I put butter on one. It was so good. Isn't it, Joe? Love sweet potatoes. And now sometimes, Mom and I will take, I don't want to say this wrong. What are the other ones that you got? You call them fingerlings or the sweet tubers or something?
The little skinny
Little
ones.
sweet potatoes that looks.
Yeah, that's I call them babies. They don't develop them.
Anyhow, we'll take those and dice them up and just roast them. They're so good.
And they're wonderful.
I will tell you this one little secret. If you're going to be making sweet potatoes for a casserole or something like that, and I'm not, young, old, it don't matter. Anybody can get cut. But Mama's not allowed, it's one of my rules, to peel sweet potatoes. If there's sweet potatoes to be peeled, I'll peel them for her on a cutting board and I'll use a slicer. But what we found, you can parboil them for a little while and it'll soften that skin up and it's not as hard to peel.
No.
So just digging into a big old raw sweet potato with a knife, you can cut yourself in a heartbeat. I mean, they're hard to peel.
I clean mine up. I'll accept that one little hard spot.
You can also, folks, wash it real good and cut that sweet potato up in chunks and then peel your chunks if you don't want to parboil them. But I've seen my aunts and my mom, papa, I've seen them dig into that with a big old knife and it's hard. And Mama was doing one day and just about cut herself because it was so hard. And I said, Mama, we'll never eat another sweet potato if you have to peel it. I will peel them or we will just boil them whole. I think it scared her enough. She said, you're right. I'm not doing that no more. So we don't do that, do we?
No. And they're good roasted though. Just a little
They're good
chunk.
roasted, but sometimes you don't want to roast them. You want to cook them.
Cook them in a
So you can
casserole.
parboil them, or you can, another way is get a big old knife, not a peeling knife, and a cutting board and hold it just right and cut it in chunks
They're easier.
and then
now.
peel your chunks. That's just a little passing along a little bit of knowledge that we've gained through trial and error and almost getting cut. You did get cut one time peeling them.
Yeah.
That was when you was a lot younger, but just not long ago she was peeling them. That was a handful. That was pretty big. But goodness, it was bad.
Oh, this was a delicious stuff.
Oh, I'm full too.
I am too.
And that was tasty.
I believe I needed that sweet potato.
We got a potluck at church tomorrow night, and so we're going to be doing baked beans and ham. So we'll come on and show you.
I'll
We
have
fix
my
baked
ham
beans,
on
we got a
early.
bunch, huh?
I'll put the ham on early for you.
Yeah,
to
you'll
get
do it
home.
all day, probably, from
Not
lunch,
all day,
lunch
but-
forward.
Lunch forward.
And the baked beans, we all do stovetop baked beans, but they never really see the oven. We do them in a kettle on the stove, do all of our seasoning, let them boil good.
I started doing that when it was real hot and stuff. And I thought, well, how easy? Why do it heat up that oven for baked
And wait for
beans?
45 minutes.
And heat up that oven for baked beans. So I just quit doing that at all and just done it on the stove from there.
I don't know if it's just doing coffee time that's kind of got us in that frame of mind. But like when we're doing a casserole, we'll do the meat ahead of time, add the meat to the casserole, and it cuts down to like 15, 20 minutes of bake time.
Oh, yeah.
So a casserole that the recipe will say bake in the oven for 45 or 55 minutes. We can bake it in the oven for 20 minutes and get the same result because all we're doing is
A lot of stuff's already pre-cooked. We cook it ahead.
we're just heating up the creamy chicken soup and the can of vegetables that went in it. And we got the chicken done, or we done got the hamburger done in it. And the flavors is done there. So it's a little shortcut to pre-cook your ingredients and then put them in there. Same with the baked beans. Now, if we're putting on the dog, you know when you put on the
We
dog,
don't
you get
put that on the...
and you get out the good dishes, and you want to put the bacon bits on there, and then you can put them in the oven and let them
Fancy
broil.
it up.
You let them broil in the oven. That answer that quest. But just to get the ingredients in there, boiling them on the stove is as good as baking them.
Tastes the same when you get
You don't believe us? Just try it. And you can have them at a moment's notice. You know, like you come home and maybe you had pork roast for Sunday, and you want to have something to go with it. Well, maybe you had pork roast and mashed potatoes and green beans for Sunday. You come home on Monday and you think, I'd like to have pork roast. You can take that pork roast,
Make
put
a
it
sandwich.
in a kettle, put you some barbecue in it, and then you can take them leftover mashed potatoes from Sunday, throw your little mayonnaise in them, a little mustard, a little sweet pickle relish, maybe a little diced up onion, stir it up real good, and make a dandy potato salad. And then you can throw your can of Van Camp pork and beans on the stove, or two, whatever your family needs. Put your little diced onion in it, a little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of bacon grease, a little bit of ketchup, a dash of mustard, maybe a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Make you some dandy baked beans. I can have you with a pre-cooked pork roast and some cold mashed potatoes in the refrigerator. I guarantee you I can have you eating supper tonight in 15 minutes. I'm serious. It can be done. Can it, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
And having a pulled pork barbecue sandwich, potato salad, and potato salad, baked beans.
A good dinner. Good supper.
Yeah, you can pull it together in a heartbeat that way.
I
Well,
may
Mama?
not have another baked sweet potato for long. That was
That's what we do. Now, we'll have you'll probably say, boy, they're eating that with them old sweet taters. We'll have these for a while, then
Your
they'll
daddy
fall off
liked them
rotation.
when we did those sweet potatoes.
Poor old Daddy. I wish y'all could have really met him.
Oh,
Because now he wouldn't have eaten that sweet potato like I did. He would have peeled it very meticulously. So he'd had that hot sweet potato. He took his fork,
and
he'd have got his knife, and he'd have peeled it off just so and laid it on the side. It had just been sweet potato. And he'd have chopped it up,
fixed it up.
buttered it, and he had been very meticulous with it. And then I do it the opposite. I
You
end
did
up
like
with a peel.
me.
But Daddy didn't eat that way, did he, Mama?
Oh,
And we'd be finished, and he could be getting started sometimes on certain things. Because now he was just picky, wasn't he?
yeah.
And he would just...
He never complained about what you had fixed to eat, though. That's one thing.
No, but the way he eats sometimes
Yeah.
was a little slower or reversed, or he didn't
Is
do.
that only child syndrome? Like,
I don't believe it was that. I believe he's just a picky eater. He had his stuff just so before he'd ever get started.
Mm-hmm.
You all would have liked him.
Everybody loved
He
him,
was
didn't they?
funny. And he kept things lively in one direction or the other. Because you never knew what he was going to come up with. Ever.
Oh, you sure?
I'm a lot like him, but I'm a lot not like him too.
You're a lot like your granny.
I'm more like his mother. She wasn't into a lot of picky. Just, she's picky about things, but she wasn't going to peel no sweet potato on her plate.
She wouldn't. She'd ate like
She
we
just
did.
like me. She grabbed it and pinched it off there. Tornado watch until Wednesday, May the 21st, 2 a.m. We've gone from 10 to 2.
Oh, they just keep stretching it out there.
Yeah. So we're to 2 a.m. You all be safe. Don't take any chances. It's weird looking out there right now, and it looks still. There ain't a drop of wind blowing.
That's what scares me. We've had nothing but wind here lately. For the
Yeah.
last few months, it's just been windy, and then before these storms hits, it gets calm and still.
I don't know if y'all can hear them, but yeah, I can hear this. The cicada ain't let up.
Oh, they're piercing.
Do y'all have cicadas where you're at? We sure do.
It's
So
you
in
can't
case
sit out and sigh.
Thank you, Deb. I hope I feel better. It's just been one of those days. And I got this congestion, but it don't feel like it's in my lungs. Feels like it's from here up. Feels like I can't ever get a clear throat. And I've taken my allergy medicines, but for the past 3 years, my allergies have gotten worse. As
Your
time went on.
allergies kind of switch backwards and forth too.
Yeah.
Even from baby on, you've had allergy problems from
Yeah.
a teeny tiny baby on.
Yeah. So that's it. The cicada are so loud. I hear them through these walls and these windows. And when you go outside, it's just like,
They're very, very loud. You really can't enjoy sitting out on the
no,
porch
you can't.
for them being so loud.
You just go out and do what you got to do and get back in here.
And I don't know how the poor old animals
The dogs don't like it.
stand it.
They'll lay out front a little bit. And I think they just get on their nerves, and they it's not as bad as in the back. I don't understand why. I'm thankful.
Well, their trees, and then the trees behind their house is closer to the house than the mountain, the ridge
mountain.
over
So we
here.
got
on
trees in the backyard.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's for dinner? Stacey, we had baked sweet potatoes, and that's their leftover.
The
Take
hull,
care,
there ain't
kid.
nothing left.
That's the hull. They weren't big. They were just.
Oh, I thought this kind of big. I thought, well, I'm not eating all of that.
Well, you sure did.
All I done, I ate everything except the hull. I did. But it was tasting so good to me, I just cabbaged down on it.
Yeah. The cicadas come in waves of loud.
Up and down.
I could take y'all out. You have to quit moving. Something's going on.
Take them out the front door and they can hear them good
Y'all want to go out and hear them? There's no
and loud. You can't
comments.
say loud.
There's no comments.
See, it's froze up. It's not moving.
Try some music. That's what I've been taking Kimberly.
Yeah.
Hello, John and Mama. Do y'all want to go out and hear the cicada and see the front yard? Oh, here's some bunch of hearts.
Oh, it's a working now. That's
Well, we can go out in the front yard if y'all
He
want to.
won't keep you out there alone because you can't.
What state are you in? Northeast Tennessee. Mama's got her appetite back. Mama's got everything back. Mama's been on errands. She's working. The medicines and stuff they have her on, her doctors are out of this world wonderful. Mama's reverted back for like 2 years. She's not just gone back before she didn't feel bad. She's more energetic than she was last year.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you've really...
Last year this time, I was slowing down quite a bit.
Mama, let's go in the front yard. Do y'all want to go out there? Or Stacy says yes.
Just let them hear them. They might not hear them like we do.
They're awful. But we'll show you the flowers because we are through with flowers business.
Bushes and stuff, yeah.
They're in. Herbs are planted. Everything's...
All except my tomato plants I picked up. I picked up a few.
What's matcha tea?
A what?
Karen. Mama did. Eggman says, hello. Eggman is watching from West Liberty, Iowa.
Hello.
Eggman, I've been having lunch on you several days. I love the eggs and the crackers, saltine. I'm about out of those.
I had to buy another box of saltines today.
I'm going to cheat. I'm going to boil me some more eggs and stick them in that goods because I'm telling you, you get more seasoning, more flavor. I don't know how you did Eggman, but it's delicious. And the garlic, everything I've used it in has been delicious.
You can taste it, but it's not overpowering.
It's a good garlic.
It's good. And I don't usually eat no garlic
No,
very much like that.
But we've tried it in egg salad. We've tried it in bologna salad. We've put it in about everything.
Something other
we've had.
day, I said you can taste the hint of it, but it's not.
It was so good. It was just delicious. But I love the dill eggs. I love the jalapeno eggs you sent. And I've been cutting them up since.
Jalapenos,
You just got that in your mind, Mama. There's no heat to it, but she
You
thinks
said
she can
they
taste a
ain't.
little heat. But I slice them eggs on my plate and lay them on a cracker. Lunch. You can put them in your tuna salad. I put them in tuna salad, chicken salad. Let's go out, Mama, and then we'll let them go. We'll go out and let y'all hear our new entertainment. It's not that entertaining.
You can't request what you want to hear.
They sang the same song over and over and over.
Watch them be quiet when you go out loud.
Now they ain't quiet. You got a package right here.
Yeah.
So that's the sound they make. I'm gonna turn y'all around. This is what we did differently this year. Is we invested a little bit of money in these Alberta spruce. Oh, I apologize for that. And I put pods of ivy in the bottoms on the other side of some. And I'm hoping that these will be pretty through the winter. Because these pots just look open and empty during the winter. Over there's that. There's the banana tree coming back full-fledged this year. It's hard to... That's the banana tree. Our deer aren't down there in the field. This is the rock garden. Come on out, Mama. You can tell them about your flowers.
Oh, I don't know.
You don't know none of the flowers?
No.
Okay. She don't know none of them
Well,
now.
the dogs have carried sticks in and stuff.
That is the one that we thought Mama might have killed, that hydrangea. So that's the reason it's just sitting there waiting. There's the ferns for this year. That's Mama's Mother's Day fountain I got her. Over here are the herbs.
We got them on the far pit.
Yeah, they're on the fire pit. They ain't gonna be able to stay there forever. There's the dill. The dill, when I first planted it, died back. But I'm gonna cut it back. And that rosemary, that's some thyme, cilantro, and chives. I did let the chives bloom. Shouldn't have done that. That's another little pot over there behind. That's got an elf in here going to be coming up one day. There's Mama's little nurse girl. That's the Kimberly ferns. Then over there between is another one. So this is what we've been planting, is these big old trees.
And my banana trees spreading.
And then these little bitty ones in these little white boxes. Now I know I'll have to tend to them. They are loud, and Anita. They're awful loud. And they're not as loud as they have been. I love the Kimberly ferns. Those are just spikes, and we call it no. Let me take you off from Zoom. You can hear the interstate and the cicada. You've never heard them like that before, Sheila?
They're not as loud this evening as they have been at the moment.
No, they're louder. They get louder the warmer it gets. The fur babies are in the backyard. They don't like that, and it's not as loud back there. They can't take that too much.
Right here you can shut louder trucks that's coming up the mountain and the interstate I-75.
Yeah, that's I-75 and those far mountains there. And we got a power watch out here. So, good evening, Janice. How are you? Cicadas are loud. They are so loud, Linda. Yeah, you get out here and you're just like, well, that's it. That's all I can take. That's all we can take. That right there, you see that? That log is native to our patio. And Oliver has packed that log around here for a week. And that's where he's been laying playing with it. Bless his little heart. He ain't got no toys or nothing. He has to rely on the sticks from the woods. But now if you move it off from here, he'll bring another one. Sometimes bigger than that one. So that's it. Mom, I guess we can end out here.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go
Want to
in.
see your wishing well. Oh, okay. The wishing well,
It's old over there.
it's been there probably 40 years.
I need to paint the top.
It's time to paint the roof. Those lights are solar, so they shine on the house. Mama's little prayer angel out there. Here's the path, comes up to the patio. So that's it. Mama, come back over here. Let's go ahead and end out here so they don't have to try to get back in that noisy door. You go over there.
Over here.
She's not used to filming this direction. All right, Mama. There you are. Tell them goodbye.
Goodbye, Mama, and God bless you. Stay safe, please. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night.